Hi, my name is Monty Chan. I did a presentation at the Adobe ColdFusion Summit 2023 on Github Copilot. At the time, I said that I will put up some version of my presentation on my YouTube channel, so here it is. This is my first video on my YouTube channel. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Please also be sure to turn the notifications to all so that whenever I put on some new content, you will also get a notification. I do plan on putting more video clips on my YouTube channel. They will be programming related topics, and since I am a ColdFusion or Lucy developer, the topics of my video clips will be on ColdFusion, Lucy, or any software or technologies that can be used with ColdFusion or Lucy. So let's get right to it. So who am I? I am a senior ColdFusion developer at CF Web Tools. I've used ColdFusion since version 4.5 back in year 1999. I've developed web applications in different industries like health insurance, education, fintech, e-commerce, and blog, etc. I was one of the co-managers of Alamo ColdFusion User Group, which is based in San Antonio, Texas. And since you're looking at this right now, you will also know that I have this YouTube channel called Geek Talk. In the URL, that 2004 really just a random generated number. It doesn't mean that the channel was created back in 2004. Just something that Google tagged on when I created the channel. I'm on different social platforms, but most of the time I'm on Facebook. You can add me there, or you can email me. You can email me at monty@montyandjanicechan.com, or you can also add me on Facebook, but be sure to let me know how you find me, because just there are a lot of spammers or scammers try to add me for no good reasons. So at least if you let me know where you find me, I'll know whether to add you or not. Okay, so what is GitHub Copilot? GitHub Copilot itself is actually an AI pair programmer. Now, but about a few months ago, GitHub announced something called GitHub Copilot X. The X there is not a Roman numeral. That X is a placeholder. Essentially, they want to create a family of products or projects that would utilize the GitHub Copilot technology, so you can get a more complete programming experience. So for example, there's the Copilot chat, which is a chat GPT like experience, and it comes with the individual license now. At one point, I would say probably 3-4 weeks ago, up until that point, you still need to sign up for the wait list and wait for the approval. But now it appears, or at least based on the GitHub website, it comes with the individual license now. Previously, it had always come with a business license. And there's Copilot Voice, and Copilot Voice is it used to be known as Hey GitHub, essentially you're using human languages or natural languages to tell the IDE what to write, what to program. And when you say that, you are not like saying, oh, open text CF script for I equals 1 I less than, it's not so much like that. You say something like, oh, I want to inject something, or you want to just say, oh, write a loop that create a loop that would loop through an array 3 times and display something or something like that. So it's more human-like than literally telling the exact script what exactly to write. And there's also the Copilot for CLI, Copilot for PR, that's the pull request, Copilot for docs, etc., etc. You can view them at the githubnext.com. On githubnext.com, if you were to scroll down, you will see a list of projects currently available. Some you will see that as completed. The completed one are the ones that you can actually use without any approval of waitlists or anything. Napkin sketch are things that are stuff coming up, but you can't really join waitlists or anything yet. And there are some, say for example, Copilot docs, which is using Copilot to write some kind of documentations. Copilot for pull requests, which is you can use Copilot technology to write your pull requests, and these have wait lists. And so when you see wait lists, those are the ones that you can join a wait list and wait for the ones you approve, then you would be able to use the actual technology. And at one point, when Copilot chat was still require joining a waitlist, from the time I joined the waitlist to the time I got the approval for Copilot chat, it took about 2 weeks. However, for say this one Copilot voice, I've been on that waitlist for almost a month now, and I'm still waiting for the approval. So the exact time to be approved for the waitlist varies. So, but you can put your name there, and then eventually, once it's approved, they will contact you. Then you can actually start experiencing that technology. And there are some usable prototypes, and those are also the technologies that you can actually use. And say, for example, you can click on one of these, say, code brushes. In general, it tells you some description what this particular thing does. And in some case, and almost in every single cases, there's some kind of demo that shows you exactly how you can utilize this technology. And you can come here to go through the list to see which one interests you, and for things that you find interesting, and if the wait list is available, please sign up and try some of these on your own. Okay, so in order to use GitHub Copilot, you need a GitHub account. And for the GitHub Copilot itself, it comes with a 30-day trial. And after the trial is over, if you still want to use the product, then you have two choices. Either you pay $10 per month for an individual license, or you pay $19 for the business license. And for the business license, it comes with some enterprise level benefits which are not available for the individual license. For example, in the business license, you have the option to whether Copilot would return results that are found in the public repo. And you have the options to, no, and not an option, this Microsoft, which owns GitHub, they would not collect any terms, any search term that you put in for the Copilot. I mean, they won't return those data back to Microsoft or for whatever purposes. And for the business license, you also can configure the seats. So you can assign seats in a team or on an individual level, and also you can configure the if you have a corporate VPN, and if you want the GitHub Copilot only work within that VPN, you can configure that way for the business license. And if you want to see more details, you can go to this link, which is, I guess you can, or you can just search for GitHub Copilot individual versus business or something like that, and you can go down to get more details. Yes, so say this chart, it tells you the differences between the individual license versus the business license. Okay, and the Copilot extensions, it works in VS Code, Visual Studio, NeoVim or Vim, and JetBrains IDEs. And for a list of IDEs that are compatible, you can go to this link, and here it is. You have this list of all these IDEs that you can use GitHub Copilot on, and these are all the JetBrains compatible IDEs. GitHub Copilot is trained on codes found in public repos. So the accuracy of the generated code depends greatly on the amount of codes in the public repos. And since there are way more public repos available, say for JavaScript or for CSS, for some other things, so those would have much better quality in the in the code suggestions. And also because in the public repos, people in general, people can just put whatever they want out there. So the more codes out there in the public repo, the better the quality is, because there are more choices to be trained. But for some other codes that don't have a whole lot of public repo, then the quality of the codes may or may not be too good, because ultimately that depends on the programmers who put the code up there. And it takes the name of your file, the codes before or after the cursor in the editor in your current file, the currently open files in your IDE, and the codes in the file that link to the current file in context when it gives you the code suggestions. So in other words, as you're building your projects, the accuracy rate should increase.